From the time I was a little kid, around 1999, I have always liked makeup. Even from the young age of 2, I wanted to be just like my mom, wearing lipsticks and painting my nails beautiful colors. But why would I even want lipstick and makeup at such a young age? To figure out what started this makeup interest, let's go back a few years to the 1960s, when my mom was a kid. My mom Jackie was born on September 26, 1960. She grew up in Pololo Valley, located in the Kaimuki district of Oahu. While she was growing up, my mom went to Barbizon's modeling school in the 1970s. Not to become a model, but to learn how to use cosmetics, walk in heels, and carry herself as a lady. After beauty school, my mom began using cosmetics every day throughout high school, using things like lipsticks and eye makeup. When asked why she wore makeup, my mom said that all the girls around her dressed up every day for school, so she did too. She also wore makeup for special events such as proms. Eventually, when she got to college, she began using less makeup. This trend continued even after she married my dad. Then, in 1997, the greatest thing happened to her. Me! I was born on June 5th, 1997. I grew up in Pearl City, which is about a 20-minute drive from Honolulu. As a child in the late 90s to early 2000s, I would always try on my mom's lipsticks and nail polishes. Unlike my mom, I never received any formal schooling about things like cosmetics. Instead, I learned all that I know about makeup from YouTube videos, which I started watching around 2010. Slowly but surely, my love for makeup grew every year. In high school, my friends and I put on some eyeliner every now and again, but we hardly ever put on a full face of makeup. However, I did dress up for special events like songfests, winter balls, and proms. From the time my mom was in high school in the 1970s until around 2015 when I graduated high school, there were slight differences in the way my mom and I viewed cosmetics. In high school, my mom viewed makeup as something every girl had to learn how to wear, without question. On the other hand, as I grew up, I found a hobby in makeup and did accumulate my own supply of eyeliners and eyeshadows, but I never felt the compulsion to wear those cosmetics every day. One reason for our different levels of compulsion to wear makeup are women's gender roles that have evolved over time. In the 1970s, makeup application was thought to lead to popularity with boys and ultimate success in a career and in life. However, I was raised with the idea that you don't need makeup, and I didn't receive my first eyeliner until I was 13 years old because my parents wanted to teach me the value of being an informed, intelligent human being before I started worrying about if my mascara makes my eyes stand out. Furthermore, my mom was actually named after Jacqueline Kennedy, wife of President John F. Kennedy. Jacqueline Kennedy, although a political figure, was revered for her beauty in the 1960s. However, in modern times, women play a much more active role in politics. And they're constantly criticized for their appearance, but luckily there's great backlash for such comments today in 2017. Another reason that my mom used cosmetics daily while I reserved them for special occasions is the geographical location. My mom grew up in Pololo Valley, so she is what we call on Oahu a townie, or a person who lives in the vicinity of Honolulu. I, on the other hand, grew up in a more suburban area. The people in the areas around town are more likely to dress up and pull out all the stops daily than those who live in rural areas like I did. So what can we do about makeup and society's pressure for girls to wear it? No matter where you go, all societies have beauty standards, from foot binding in China to African lip rings. We can't completely boycott makeup because our society still requires it in places like interviews, but we can understand how growing up watching your mom and models gets us to think makeup is a necessity. Whether you wear a small daily regimen like my mom or use full face makeup for special occasions like I do, once educated, women in our society can make informed decisions about whether or not they want to participate in this aspect of our culture's societal beauty standards. Because according to my mom, as long as you're happy and healthy, then that's all that matters.